right, everybody. It looks like we are, in fact, live. Welcome, everybody, to the Tuesday Night Challenge. Anam, welcome back after a short week off. You look amazing, haircut and all, ready to go. Well, we can't do much worse than our result last time. Minus 30 imps. You're saying we have a minus 40 or 50 in us? I hope not. That is the best. That no truer words are spoken. And you know what? Bridge isn't about whose fault it is. It's about trying to do our best, and we'll go from there. And we are waking up against John Hurd in this set, so we're kind of working our way through the junior house basically on him. We had Joe, Gru, and Brad, two partners, Kevin Bathurst, and now John Hurd, and then the random Gavin one where you were our opponent. So, ooh, I know why.
Cannot hear me.
Guys, you got to be able to hear the most important person in the broadcast, which is Onum, and I am sorry about that, guys. I've deprived you of all of Onum so far, but you're back now. They can hear you now. Onum, say hi.
Hi guys, sorry, Rob tried to mute me. I don't know what I ever did to this guy, but
That's the worst. It's,
we're
it's
back.
another remote. Yeah, Frizz is calling me a noob, which is perfect. That is exactly. I am a total noob. Is once again on location in my brother's basement, actually. So it's. I mean, it sounds like an actual TV show, My Brother's Basement, but it's just a bridge show. And we are ready for it on him. Sorry, Johnny Hurd is the guy we're playing against on him, and we're working our way through that junior house partnership level there. Brad and Joe. We had Kevin, who's John's partner. Now we have John, and then you know we had you and Gavin, which we
We have
blamed the internet on.
all the big guns for you guys.
Yeah. And right now we are waking up with a perfectly normal one no Trump bid in third seat, two passes to us, and we're just going to start out with a no Trump. Let's see where we end up. Stamen by partner. We have four hearts. There we go. And partner puts us in game. Here we go, guys. Exciting right off the bat. Good hand from partner. All right, you would bid this pretty much the exact same way, right on him?
Yes, sir.
It's worth more than the 9 count we're looking at because of not only the extra shape from the fit we found, but just in general, having a good 5 card suited 9 is enough to game force opposite one no trump. And now we see some interesting strategies that we can employ in this one. A couple of different ones come to mind, but guys, plan your play, count your losers. And it looks like from your facial expressions on them, you're still kind of figuring out what we're going to do on this hand. So we'll let you formulate your strategy as well. This is going to be the same contract at both tables for sure, right? We know that nothing weird is happening. Right? It's going to go no Trump, Stamen, 2 hearts, 4 hearts. So it's all going to be about just making the correct number of tricks. All right, guys, let's hear from Autumn. What are you thinking?
Well, on the surface, it might be easy. If hearts are 3-2, we have a lot of ways to 10 tricks.
Yep.
Um, because we can even afford to lose 2 spades as long as we can ruff 2 diamonds. If hearts are 4-1, though, we have some handling to do.
Sure.
So I think one other thing to worry about is if clubs are 5-1.
We might not get the pitches in time to keep them from
Right.
getting in. And
So if clubs are 5-1, that might be a problem. And if hearts are 4-1, that might be a problem. So
but on the
let's just
surface,
say
it
it this
looks
way.
it looks like just on the surface, without thinking anything is going to go terribly wrong. It looks like we can maybe draw a couple rounds of trump, rough a couple diamonds, which might be our transportation issue that we might see, or maybe rough a diamond early and draw some more trump, and then we might be able to pitch our third diamond on one of those clubs over there, and then deal with spades. But can we do
And
all of those things with
we
the
also
amount of
have
entries we have?
we have an interesting spade position. If there's honor 10 on side of spades, we'll only have one spade loser.
Yeah.
Um, But as far as what to do first, like we could draw a couple of rounds of trump and see where we're at. But if we draw a couple of rounds of trumps and trumps don't break, now we have a handling charge. We can't really get back
Yeah.
to our hand to rough diamonds.
W-
Um,
We could win the ace of clubs and play ace of diamonds rough, heart to the king, maybe another rough. I mean, I don't know. Can we do everything? We don't need to do everything, right? We just need to make this so we're
yeah.
not dealing with match points. So,
I feel
but
like maybe what we should do is win the ace of clubs and play back a club. If clubs are 5-1, they're gonna ruffle we'll still have our pitches
yeah,
and
and
then hopefully they're roughing in the long hard hand.
which would be
Um
likely if clubs are 5-1, right? Like
right. And
that.
if clubs are 4-2, then now we can revert back to 2 rounds of trump and diamonds.
Got it. So that looks like, I mean, on the surface, we would look at this and that would be a doubleton lead, like the 9 followed by the 8, but we can't
Hmm.
necessarily, put too much into that as far as the robots are concerned. How about now? We're just going to cash a club and hope they're breaking, or what are we going to do?
Well, it doesn't look like they're breaking,
Agreed.
for sure. I don't know if bots lead the top from 9-8 third,
I don't know.
but
It's
um, now we just want to make sure we have the entries to dummy to cash the long club. So I think now we can just play a heart to the king and a heart. Oh, okay. So that's a danger right there.
interesting. Yeah.
Queen.
Could be Queen Jack Doubleton, or well, that would be the only thing it could be, or it could just be stiff Queen. So, um,
But in that case, now I think we can play ace of diamonds, rough a diamond, queen of clubs, pitch a spade, or even pitch a diamond, whichever
pitch a
one.
diamond too. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's place the ace of diamonds now.
They're just putting the false cards out all along here.
Seeing a lot of big ones.
Mhm.
And now we play the queen of clubs and take our diamond pitch.
There's a rough. We're gonna win that.
Yeah.
There we go. It was 4-1, so they have one
And now
trump
we're gonna
left.
play a so now if we play a club and we rough
Now we can if he
and
doesn't rough, we can rough a diamond and then pitch a spade on a club, right? We're
right
about to see the
and
jack of clubs here.
right.
This is kind of an interesting spot here. They didn't
And
rough,
now we play a diamond,
yeah, which we can rough.
uh,
And now we
and
play
now we
the
play our
good
good
club.
club.
And they can rough or not, doesn't matter. And they're choosing just to. The robots love to just play coy with their good trump over there. So they'll win the king of spades and draw our last trump, but that's 10 tricks. All right, no disasters on board one. Good way to start. Anything we could have done better double dummy wise on that one, you think, Anna? I
It
didn't
looks
see
like we're
anything.
always gonna lose 2 hearts and a spade.
Yeah,
We definitely played our safest way to 10 tricks.
that's good. Let's hope Johnny did something much worse than us on this.
It's very unlikely.
Agreed. All right, a club on our right. Let's bring the audience in just to check to see if they are awake at this point. What are you doing, guys? A club on your right. What call do you make with this hand? And I haven't paid too much attention to the chat, but we both would guess that John Hurd is unlikely to join us for the chat, but if he does, that'll be a bonus for us all.
Well, it is dinner time. Got to give the guy a break.
Yeah,
We found
and
someone on
to
the
be
East Coast
fair,
this
he doesn't
time.
love to interact too often. Right? He's busy thinking about bridge hands, I think, or sports. I don't know what one or the other.
He is a
Yeah,
man of few words for sure. But his words are cool when
some
they come out.
sometimes I wish I was a man of fewer words, and I'm sure some of you can agree with that one who've heard some of my broadcasts. All right, so here
All
this
right.
hand looks like it would be a preemptive type shape, but it's way too good for anything other than just a normal one heart overcall, right? Our range is up to like 17. This is an excellent hand that we might even bid more than once, but we'll start with our normal bid. And now we see partner raise, and now let's give him back another call here on him. Right, so club by your righty, you overcall the heart. One spade on your left, partner raised to two hearts, and then East showed a four-card spade raise. They definitely have four spades because they would have doubled with only three of them, and they had a chance to make a support double here. So, what do you think, folks? Are we bidding? Are we passing? Make your call.
So for sure that they have four spades. So it means partner, we have matching spade doubletons, to be clear, guys. At most, partner has two spades if everyone is to be believed.
Right, because Anam, you
Because
totally you picked this off that I didn't even recognize right away. That's a five card one spade bid because of the negative double as well.
right. So matching doubletons usually not great. Um, but even then we kind of have a good hand if we have a good club holding.
Right,
If partner has nothing in spades, now they need to have a raise, right? So say they have the ace of diamonds and queen of hearts. Now we're on the club finesses, and that's just barely a raise.
right. And here,
Let
this is as Charles is bringing up in the chat. It's not four hearts, right? I don't think we're going to be considering bidding a game with this hand on them, right? Because our partner
mm-hmm.
didn't cue bid or do anything more aggressive here. So this is a law of total tricks type thing, right? When we have a fit and we know the opponents have a fit, we can add up our trumps and just if you're wondering, guys out there, what to do in these situations, the law of total tricks is a pretty good guide for when you should compete. And the law of total tricks would say that if both sides have a fit, we can safely compete to the level that's equal to the number of trumps we have, which in this case we know from our side is at least nine because partner has at least three over there. Right, so I would just be bidding three hearts here on them, and
I
I
think three hearts is an underbid. We want to make a game try.
so
Three hearts to me is just competitive.
gotcha. And even though
Um,
partner had a qubit and they didn't make it, you're okay because just because of the way that the auction
well,
went, it's less likely that they have spades, right?
yeah, it's just like if they, like I said, if they have the ace of diamonds and the queen of hearts, we're in great shape. If maybe our opponents have 6-4 spades, something going on. I have no idea.
Sure.
Partner has just the jack of clubs, the queen of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. Plenty to make game.
And we're vulnerable, which means if we don't try for this, we're definitely partner's not going to try for it. We know that. And if we are, getting the right sort of cards from partner, we could have a huge swing if we don't at least try to get to this game, right? The
I mean,
question,
I would personally bid 3 diamonds. I want
okay.
to avoid the diamond lead. If they lead a club, I'm really happy. I don't want to bid 3 clubs. We don't want to squeal.
I like it. So this is a spot for a natural game try, but we're going to do it in kind of a weird way to dupe the robots a bit. And I love this here. This is usually a spot that works real well with them. So anything but three hearts here would be some sort of game try. And now now the opponents looks like they made a game try here, right? Showing some
Hmm.
sort of limit bid and then three spades. What do you think on them?
Um, I think we bid our hand.
All right.
I don't want to bid to 4 hearts and go down 1 or 2 for no reason. But we're vulnerable, so we might get doubled.
Understood. And also, what doesn't mean that it won't go something by partner, right?
Yeah.
They did
I
know
mean,
they had
partner
another
could have
bid.
doubled. They could have done anything.
Sure. Good lead by partner. All right, so we're defending three spades. Let's give everybody a chance to take a look at what we see. And remember, here's the auction, guys. It was a club by our righty here. And then left-hand opponent basically showed five spades and like an invitational hand, at least five spades. They could certainly have more, but you would doubt that considering partner didn't do anything else, right, on him?
For
It would
sure.
be kind of surprising if partner had a singleton here.
Well, also because they have at most 2 spades. Like, how many diamonds do they have, and they didn't
Right.
bid anything? I don't know.
Yeah. Good call.
It looks like we might have caught partner with something like the king of diamonds and the queen of hearts, and not much else.
Right. So
So let's see. We'll win.
we'll win our
We'll
ace,
cash
cash the ace of hearts.
the king of hearts. Good form. I mean, I guess on this hand we could cash the ace two and hide it from the declare,
We could
because we
cash.
know that we
Well,
know that
we could
declare
represent
only
the king
has
of
one.
diamonds too for no reason.
Right. So now queen of heart. Sorry, queen of
Queen of
clubs.
clubs. Yeah. Partner led the four, so that's probably like
Maybe
three
they had the
small, we
jack
would
on
guess, but
it. Mm-hmm.
and then a club. All right. So lefty had one heart, two clubs, right? That's what we
Mm-hmm.
know so far.
Actually, as we played the hand, these robots might have let us play and make four hearts. If they cash 2 rounds of spades and play a club because we bid 3 diamonds, we're gonna take
We
10
might have
tricks
had a
on
shot.
this layout.
Yeah.
Although it's a fairly normal suit preference situation for people. You cash 2 high spades, and the second spade partner plays will tell them what to play, so they'll likely play a high spade.
Well, let's take a look at this hand just when the result pipes up there, and let's look at what you're talking about. So you're talking about if we ended up playing four hearts on this
Four
deal,
hearts.
right? And it went, let me try not to move this thing, and it went ace, king of spades, and then a club switch. Now we'll eventually ditch that one losing diamond
Right.
on the length in clubs here.
So it's very important if you're defending for hearts to lead your high spade, and on the second high spade give suit preference to partner. So they would East would play their high spade and get the correct switch. On this particular hand, if we bid to 4 hearts, they would have gotten to their making game on a diamond finesse.
Yeah, they would have competed and it just we go more minus than we were
Yeah,
planning on going anyway. But yeah,
for
very
sure.
very interesting spot. And suit preference, as Anam is telling you guys, is used when both of us know that the suit being played currently is not going to be returned, right? For reasons that are bad for us, right? So here on the second one, that's when we give it, not the first. The first would be attitude, and the second would just be,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Here, as West, you know at trick 1 what the spade position is based on the auction. You have 5, partner opened a minor and bid 2 spades, showing 4
Yep.
exactly. So you can count out the spades and know you're going to cash only 2 spades.
That's another interesting thing that I want to touch on before we leave this hand as well is some partnerships, and I'm not sure what the standard agreement would be, but some partnerships do not play a support double when the West players already had the opportunity to show five. I think it's kind of like free cheddar just to do it anyway, because now you have 8 and 9 card fit
I think
understanding.
it I think it's more than free cheddar. To not play support doubles in this situation is a mistake, because
Because you're depriving yourself of like
as we've gone over in the past, like you always want to know how many trumps you have between
it's
you.
super
It
helpful,
will
right?
help you bid.
Right, especially in this auction, if we do get into a competitive circumstance, right? Now East West knows they can compete to the
Yeah,
9 trick level as well, or at least both players do, right? One player will
for sure.
certainly know, but when both players know, it's certainly much better for our side. Good stuff on this hand. All right, let's jump back, see what's going on number 3. My software is a little slow down here. All right, this looks like as much of a one-note trump bid as the first one did. The worst shape,
Hmm.
right? We hate this shape, but we're not going to downgrade these hands ever, especially not in this format. Partner transfers. No super accepts with 4 unless you have a maximum, guys. So you just bid 2 spades here. And we are sitting in this nice little part score now. Not too bad. Partner's got kind of a maximum for us on them.
Hmm.
Let's poll the audience and let's just ask them for the number of losers we would expect on this hand. Just try to get a general number, and it'll probably be a range, right? They're not going to be an exact number. But if you're looking at losers on this hand, how many would you be counting off the bat?
So yeah, it looks like we have 1 diamond loser, 1 club loser, potentially 2 heart losers, and maybe 1 spade loser.
Yep.
So what is the danger on this hand? Um, since we've counted out our losers and done the hard work, is it possible to develop 6 losers if we are not careful? And remember, guys, when you're playing imps, this is the first and foremost question you need to ask yourself. It is
It,
not about taking the most number of tricks. It is about taking the right number of tricks.
Yeah.
Um,
Enough. It's about taking enough to go plus, right?
exactly.
We must make our contract. We do not care about over tricks unless we can take them absolutely without risk, right? So here,
Right.
um, uh,
So
sorry, go.
here, what do you guys think the danger is on this hand? Any guesses?
I like this question. What's the
And feel free to say there is no danger. You know, whatever you guys want to say. Let's hear it. What exactly about the heart suit is dangerous? I don't like these half answers. Come on, try a little,
she?
guys.
I like it. She's tough.
All right, winners getting trumped. That's the right way to look at it. You could potentially suffer a heart ruff.
Big
We
time.
want to avoid that. So, what is the best way to avoid a heart ruff? Any takers?
In fact, maybe ask if there's a heart rough happening, how might we disrupt that from happening?
Perfect. We've decided that we can tolerate one spade loser, so we don't care who has the king of spades. It would be a little bit unfortunate if it was like king third onside and that hand was also getting a rough. But again, you don't even have a clear way to dummy to take a finesse.
Right.
So don't get baited into like ducking a club and then like trying to cross in clubs and taking a spade finesse
And that's
because you might even suffer a club overoff with the
what
king on side.
you bring up the best point too, because you might be thinking, oh, well, you might not even think that far. You might say, well, I'll duck this, and then when they return a club, I'll win the ace and rough. Well, you know, now they fire a heart through and realize the rough that they didn't realize on the opening lead, right? So here you're risking them getting some sort of thing right. That's bad for you. So
Also, yeah, like the king could be on side and clubs could be 6-2 with these colors. You have no idea. Your opponents don't have a particularly good reason to bid when they're
sure,
vulnerable.
right. So I
So,
take it you want to win the ace of clubs and play ace of spades,
yeah.
spade.
I'm ducking no tricks here, guys.
I
Sorry
like it.
if we lose some imps.
Well, that's the beauty of this is that we are definitely on the best line or one of the safest lines to just take our 8 tricks, right? So that's all we're concerned about. If we get lucky and we get the opportunity to take extra tricks, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it later. Right? Looks like all right, looks like there was offside anyway, so we lost nothing at all. The king of spades is left over there.
Okay, now what, guys?
Make your play. You are in the south player's head. What do you want to play from this point? Let me just review what happened. They led a club. You won the ace. You played ace of spades and low towards the dummy, and they ducked it. And they just have the king of spades left. Make your play from the south end. I like. Got 2 takers. There we go.
All
Some more.
right,
A little bit of
so
lag down here.
we have diamonds and we have, let's address the 10 of spades play. So why do we think the 10 of spades play is not inferior? Sorry, it's not superior. And this lesson you guys can take to the bank always. It is rarely right to use 2 of our trumps to take out 1 of theirs when their trump is always going to win. There are situations where you're supposed to do it, but they're rare. This is not one of them. So we don't want to waste control and tempo by playing a spade when they can take their king of spades whenever they want.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to help them do that. We're no longer worried about any kind of rough. They're roughing with their high trump. So now we have diamonds or hearts. I don't see a reason why not to play a diamond.
Yeah.
Because again, we can afford 2 heart losers.
Yeah.
And there's only one case which won't lead to 2 heart losers, or 2 cases rather, when it's ace queen on side or queen and 1 on side.
Yeah, or if they just
Um,
panic and lead a heart for us, that is
right.
perfectly fine. We actually prefer that one. Here comes their club. Obviously, they're not going to let us pitch that. We like Kevin was mentioning this. Maybe we get to pitch a loser. Absolutely, we would love, love, love to be able to pitch a loser. It's just not going to be able to happen here on this particular deal because they're paying attention. All right, so they rough that. Now they're just going to put us in dummy, and we're going to lose a couple
Oh, well, we
points.
should
Ah, I
have
should have
rough
roughed high.
high.
Yeah, yeah, too fast on them. Too fast. We had an
Okay,
entry to our hand.
if we lose an imp, we can blame Rob
And
now for sure.
Queen of Hearts was offside. We're running good. We're running good here. That would you count that as a misclick or just a fast click on them? I wanna log it correctly in the challenge logs. How many imps does
I
Rob cost on his clicks?
I would definitely charge you two imps. One because it could have cost, and two for bad
Well,
form.
it was an obvious play, exactly. It was just me clicking on that much too quickly, which is speed kills in bridge, just like everywhere else.
So does Rob need to click slower, or do I need to speak faster, you guys? Let's pull.
No, you're doing just fine on them. You're doing just fine. The clicker in chief is having issues as usual, as we know. Uh, so
We'll
this,
blame the basement lighting.
I have to say, other than my office, this is the best remote location I've been at. But maybe it's because it feels like home because my family's upstairs. So uh, uh, everyone can awe in their own time there. So this is a rule of 15 spot, guys. I know some of you might never have heard of this before. Um, it doesn't really, it's not necessarily the same sort of rule or good rule in these sorts of formats, but let me just lay it out for you. When you're in fourth chair, pass, pass, pass to you. Do not get this confused with opening bid, pass, pass. This is when your pass will end the auction and no one has bid yet. We take our high card points and we add to it the number of spades we have in our hand. And if it comes to 15 or more, we should just open. Have you heard of this rule in a long time, Lana? I know some
Okay,
pros don't even like
I'm
pay attention
gonna
to these things.
right, I'm gonna be super honest, you guys. If you ask me what the rule of 15, the rule of 10, the rule of whatever, I'm not gonna know, you guys.
That's
I have no
exact.
idea.
This is one of the ones that I actually know on them. People are coming up with, like, what about the losing trick count and this and that? I'm like, I don't even think about that stuff. I don't even know what we're talking about when we talk about rules. But this happens to be a pretty easy one and a pretty logical one if we think about it, right? When we are in this position, folks, and we pass, we lock up a score of zero, not a zero. We lock up a score of plus zero, minus zero. So by opening the bidding, we want to have a pretty good expectation of going plus because we can rack up a non-minus score right now by just passing. So when we are
Thanks,
looking at
guys.
this hand, we are going to be looking at it from the perspective of how likely are the opponents to be able to steal this auction at a
You're
low
being
level.
you're being put on notice, dude.
What's going on?
Your pass out situation score is apparently very bad. You're getting tallied.
I
I
think
love this.
we've only passed out two boards, I think, and I thought, if I remember correctly, I'll check with Gavin tomorrow, but I think one was really bad for us and one happened to be really good. Did we do one also maybe on him
I
in
know
one of
there
the
was
early
one hand where
challenges?
we didn't bid a game, but I stand by that decision.
Well, here, if we do the calculation, we will come up with the right number and we will just reference one other quick rule here. When we have 4-4 in the minors, we open a diamond, right? So we're going to do that. Partner bids a heart. I'm just going to bid a no trump, and we're probably going to play it in one no trump. I'll have to be honest. And there we are. Yeah, Kevin's like, you keep opening hands to go minus. Yes, yes, but we're not always in fourth seat, right? And it's okay to go minus if you're going minus less than the other people are going minus,
Yeah,
right?
you guys, if you live your life afraid of going minus in bridge, we're not going very
We're in
far.
trouble.
It's
You're
okay.
never bidding. You're never bidding if you're afraid of going minus.
Some minuses are even very good for you. So,
Absolutely.
just
Yeah.
bid your hand and hope it works out. Always.
Just
Forget
put
about what you might score.
just play bridge, right? Just play bridge, play every trick, play every hand, and the score will sort itself out. And we see on this
Hmm.
one, how many winners we looking at, guys? And what's our strategy on this one? What suits do you think are gonna produce the most winners for us on this hand? I'm happy to be in this contract. I'm happy
I
we
love
opened.
how much memory you guys have of Rob's decisions. This
And
is
and
very
by the way, let
interesting.
me just put, I am when I'm on YouTube, other than the Saturday game, I always have other people with me. So maybe I didn't open the 10-point hand. Maybe Onum talked me into it, or I mean, Onum would never do that. Gavin, we can bash Gavin because he's not here on him. He is an aggressive bidder. I'm going to tell him that.
I've been known for my aggression too. But I feel like we've done all right in terms of being conservative when necessary.
Yeah, pretty good.
So
This
let's
hand,
see here. We
this
have a
hand's
couple of
fun.
answers.
They're gonna be probably creating tricks for us most of this deal, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The winner
Yeah,
count
so
is only three to start, right? Ace, king of hearts, ace of spades. But my goodness,
yep.
we're gonna create tricks pretty much
Yeah,
in
we
all
have
these suits.
some nines to contend with, some tens. Lots of good things are happening. I appreciate the love, guys.
Yeah,
Never lay on him. I can do no
exactly.
wrong.
I told you on him. Everyone loves you. It's I'm going further on down the oh, okay, let's make our play here. What do we want to do after they lead the
So
nine?
also you guys at trick one, I would have played not the two of clubs.
Uh, you just want to represent that you needed to, you know,
Well, no, if East thinks that West can have five clubs, they might play a club back.
good call. Yeah,
And that just helps us
it was
develop our
unnecessary because
clubs.
the jack and the eight are both in dummies, so we just have oodles of the best tricks.
Exactly. So now they've shifted to a diamonds.
Hmm.
There's really nothing else to do other than play small.
And ooh, all right. Speaking of creating tricks, there's two more, and let's keep dancing. All right.
Okay, so now let's see here.
Count your winners now, guys. Count your winners as they exist now. We've already taken one trick, by the way. That is our trick count is always the vertical one, right? Okay. So we have one trick. How many more winners do we have? This is a good way, and it's not maybe as useful on a hand like this because these sorts of situations will end up kind of playing themselves a lot of times. But other times where it's more confusing, it's best when you create tricks to just see where you are, right? See how
right.
many more you need. And here with one in the bank, we have the three cards we've already talked about in the majors, two hearts and a spade, and two diamonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we can
Uh,
develop a club if we need to.
Also, something very important happened on this last trick, if you want to review it.
Sure.
Let's see if anyone picks up on it. Just look at the spot cards, guys. Based on that, what do we know about the club suit? Anyone?
And recognize that it was lefty leading the six, dummy playing the eight, righty playing the three, and we win the nine.
Um, so the clubs are likely 4-4-3-2 around the table because West led fourth best and they led the four.
Mhm.
It went around to the king, the robot switched, and they played another club, the six, and we saw the three. So West has ace and a club left, it looks like.
Yep.
Um,
We would in a realistic situation we would be certainly like sure about this. Here we're like 90% because it's the robot in the mix.
so I like how everyone wants to unblock the diamonds, but I think if we play clubs, East is going to have to make some pitches. And there's no urgency with two entries to our hand in South to clear the diamonds right away.
Very good
So
point.
let's see what East pitches on these clubs.
And let's see, maybe also we get a side benefit of we play a club, they win this one, and they don't return a club, they return a major, right? Which
So
can't
they're
be bad for, oh, well, okay, we'll take this as well. I mean, they're creating one more trick for us. And I didn't even look on them. Clubs were 4-2, right?
clubs are 4-2.
Awesome. Okay. Play, make your play, folks. You are now in the dummy. You can also give us a winner count now if you like. We have two in the bank, and we've just created other tricks. In fact, that's probably the best place to start because you can see what you might need moving forward. It's kind of an interesting play here as to what we're going to choose on them.
So remember, we're in North.
Yes.
Now let's discuss the spade situation. Everyone's talking about maybe spade to the jack. Um, it's actually, I think we have a cool situation where we can play the queen of spades instead of spade to the jack. If they cover, now we have finessable 10. If they don't cover, we were losing to the king anyway.
Yeah,
So it's
I like it. And
fair
then
to just play the
we
queen.
we
And then
might have.
also,
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
Adam.
we have some squeeze potential if East has all the major cards.
Yeah,
So now we play our winning minor suit cards.
pitching a heart first, then a spade
And
we can
pitching a
pitch.
spade.
There was a heart pitch on our left
And
there.
now, well, yeah. So let's play the club pitching a spade. And now we're just gonna run our winners and hope they cash.
Yep. This is like risk free, just watching for the winners. Ten of spades. There we go. Nice. They did have it on them. We squeezed them.
Boom, boom.
Check it out. Let's scope that out on the replay here and just take a peek at their choices at the end. Very cool spot. All right, so if I cycle through here, uh, okay, my computer's just a tad slow, so let's get to the point. There we go, club and the diamond. Here's where we played Queen of Spades. And now our winners, and it looks like, yeah, the club was the squeeze card. At this point, we can safely pitch a spade from dummy, all right, when we play the 10 of clubs. But now, what does East pitch? When they pitch their spade, we have the winner in our hand. And if they pitch a heart, ace hearts, king hearts would have dropped that queen. That's some good stuff on them. I wonder if John Hurd was up to that task.
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough.
We certainly will. Let's keep grinding here. Board number 5. Ooh, okay. Make your bid, folks. Your call. And I want you to pretend that you're in first chair. I'm going to actually get rid of these. I want you to make your call maybe now, but also I want you to make your call assuming that I've made you the dealer instead. Okay? I like this is the special bridge base. I get to kind of cross out bids and make up my own stuff on them. You playing any events coming up at all?
I'm playing a mixed tournament this week. It
Where
has
can they watch you? Can they?
we play on Bridge Base starting at 10 Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern,
Perfect.
and there are way there's it's a very nice field and there are a lot of good players. So don't just come to watch me. There are so many good players that you can learn from in this field. Definitely do come and watch.
Yeah, for sure. Watching bridge is some of the best teaching for sure. All right, this is an opening bid in every chair in every planet, except maybe in the fourth chair after the rule we discussed. But this is
Right.
ace, king, ace. And when I say that, I want you to always picture the same thing. Ace, king in one suit, ace in another. It's what we call three quick tricks, and this is an opening bid in every chair, every universe. We always open. So if I were in first chair, I would be opening one diamond, just like I would be doing in the third chair. Is that, you want to add anything to that on them?
Nope, covers it. I never pass ace king, really.
All right, make your bid, guys. One diamond, one spade. Partner doubled, and it went one no trump on our right. Make your call. Welcome
Great, you
everybody from
guys.
all over the world, by the way, as well.
Yeah,
Another
we've got
international
Austria, we've
field.
got Canada, we've
Yeah,
got Singapore. I
We
think.
usually have some India in there as well, I think. Yeah, Singapore, I think Gary might be on a vacation. We'll have to talk to him.
Oh wow, yeah, Gary's not here. I don't know how I feel about this.
Uh, he abandoned us in our time of need on him.
You didn't even give us notice, Gary. What's up with that?
All right, yeah,
Um,
this is the negative double. Partner showed at least four hearts. Are we okay betting two hearts here on him? Are you ashamed of this hand?
so for sure, this is a very different situation than if it had gone a spade past one no trump. Your partner has shown the ability to not just respond, but respond after interference. So that's way better even than if it had gone past a diamond, pass a heart.
Nice.
Um, I would always bid two hearts. It doesn't show extras, and you know you have eight hearts between you and your partner's not broke.
Yep.
Two hearts doesn't show a fantastic hand, it just shows a fit. And sometimes you might get lucky. Partner might have five hearts and just not enough to bid two hearts. You know,
Yeah,
and
I'm just always in when I open anyway in these spots when I have an eight card major
yeah,
suit
and
fit like that spot.
honestly, defending one no trump should not be too appetizing to you guys anyway.
Yeah,
So look at
especially
that.
with
We
the
have
quick
we
rippers.
have
And exactly like
five
you
hearts.
were hoping for here. We need to play some lottery with you later on. So I'll tell you this on them, just if it helps you or anyone else. This is almost always a stiff heart by the robots here when they lead. Like, I mean, it's probably almost always a stiff heart when you look at it in general anyway, but they they
I
are
mean,
happy to lead stiff trumps, whereas most normal
forget about
players
it being
aren't.
a stiff trump. Let's just look at the card combination. We're missing the king queen nine. Even if it's a singleton, we're going to lose two hearts.
For
And
sure. Yeah.
if it's 10-9 doubleton, we're going to lose one heart. So we don't have to worry about if it's a
And
singleton
we'll
or
find that out
doubleton or
right now.
anything. We
If
don't
it's
have to cover, we don't have to do anything
not,
weird.
and there it is. It's
Okay, so
likely
now,
King Queen Doubleton, 10-9 Doubleton, at least when we see that.
right. So
All right.
let's see here. It looks like trumps are breaking 2-2 now.
Hmm.
So I don't think that we should be so quick to play to the next trick. What are we thinking, you guys? What's our next play?
And think I had a little bit as well to kind of transportation and what we want to accomplish on this sort of hand, guys. Take a moment. And this is the best lesson you can ever learn. I was uh, I was always a fast player on them, and I think I spoke to this in a class I gave recently. Best, the most immense improvement I ever made in my bridge career was when I made a decision to slow down. It is
Slowing down is important. Give yourself time to think. Everyone needs it.
yeah.
You're
And
doing
honestly,
yourself a disservice by playing fast.
watching other world-class players was one of the best lessons I ever seen because they will sit there and you guys will sit there for as long as you need to come up with the right choice, which is the most important
So
thing to do.
let's sort of give the audience some breadcrumbs here. Always, when you're declaring, you need to have a goal in mind and a plan to either stay even or gain in terms of tricks. So all of these plays we're talking about, ace, king, and a diamond, another heart, these are all tricks we can take at any point. There's no rush to do this. We don't have to immediately shorten ourselves. We don't have to do anything. What is a play that might potentially set up tricks, set up pitches?
And also maybe get rid of potential losers from the other side as well, which
Right. So how do we decide how to play the club suit? And I'm going to give you guys another focus on this hand. What do we think is happening in the spade suit? Why did West lead a doubleton trump instead of a spade when, check this, they know their partner does not have a spade fit? They did not attempt to give partner spade roughs. Why do we think that is? These are all questions you should be asking yourself as you're declaring.
I'm
Why
gonna
didn't they make a normal spade lead?
I'm gonna take a break from class tomorrow if you agree to teach it on them. This is perfect stuff. This is great. This is exactly what we need to kind of be thinking about when we're deciding what to do next. And the auction is helpful.
And the beauty about these questions is we think bridge is hard, but I think the hardest part about bridge, especially when you're learning, is forcing yourself to ask yourself what you know about the hand. The answers are there. You just have to ask and find them.
Yep.
So here, what you should be thinking is maybe the spade honors are not friendly for west to lead from. Let's say
Yep.
he's looking at king jack. You would never lead from king jack on this auction. Maybe king, and we see the 10 and the 9, so maybe king jack fifth, we wouldn't lead that.
Yep.
So I think what we can do here is safely assume that east has one spade honor. They're marked with the king queen of hearts. That's 7 or 8 points right there, and they
Yep.
did one no trump, and they're a passed hand.
So where's the ace of clubs?
So where's the ace of clubs?
And Anam has laid this out for you in beautiful detail here with just the likely cards, right? And this question mark is one of the spade honors, most likely, right?
Right.
If the spades were, sorry, they weren't bid and raised, but they were bid with a holding like king queen of spades. You would likely see that rather than kind of a
Yeah.
nebulous doubleton trump lead, right?
Yeah, it's super unusual to lead a trump on these kind of holdings, especially when you can see that they're breaking. You kind of want to develop more trump tricks, not less trump tricks. And the way to do that is with roughs.
So
So
there
now,
it
obviously,
goes.
something weird could have happened. They could have just decided not to lead a spade. But if that happens, you can just turn to your left-hand opponent and be like, well done, I guess.
I guess. All right, so we guessed clubs correctly. They're firing another club. We're not going to take a finesse that we don't have to take here.
I
Now,
mean, it's actually a free finesse.
true, we could have just roughed it on the way back, but
Unless we think West has 2 clubs, which I guess they could be 5-4-2-2. So maybe it's not a free finesse. Let's play the trumps.
yeah. No, sorry. So I was just looking at the last trick in my head here. I wasn't going to misclick twice in this many boards. Next board we're on.
So now we rough.
Yeah, and now maybe we can. We're not going to be able to strip the hand enough, I don't think, right?
Well, it's possible if they don't unblock the spades, but yeah, I think we're just done here. We're gonna lose 2 spades.
Yeah. And this is just going to play itself right here. In fact, I could have just claimed our tricks likely.
They did have the king queen of spades.
They did. They just didn't lead it. They didn't have the jack, maybe.
They had king queen empty fifth.
King queen fifth. Yep. I could kind of see not leading that, but I mean, I don't know. Whoa, hello. Okay. One heart to you. Make your bid while we look at this. 7-4. I mean, you would expect a raise to be coming to your left, but not always. One heart to you guys. Make your bid while Autumn and I look at this hand and try to figure out what the heck we're going to do. What are you going to do, Autumn? Don't tell anyone yet, though. Just give me a
I'm
thumbs up
thinking.
if
I'm
you
in the
know.
tank. This is my thinking
Thumbs up,
piece, you
thumbs up if
guys.
you know. Thumbs down if you have no clue at this point.
What's like a no direction thumb?
This is just, yeah. Hey, give me some time, Rob. Shut up.
Okay. So before I give my answer, let's tackle this whole double thing that Charles is giving us. I would think that you thought double would be a good call because of your distribution, like you have playing strength, but in this case, you don't want to double with only 2 spades. You're never going to know what to do if partner jumps to some number of spades because they could have even 6 spades, 7 spades. You're never going to know what to do. You haven't shown your longest suit, and you're not strong enough to bid clubs after a double in bid. So
too much.
Don't get coaxed into just saying, oh, I have a really good playing strength hand, let me double. A lot of times in competitive auctions, people undervalue the potential of showing your suit. Showing your suit when everyone is going to bid is very important.
And
your worst case scenario in this is if you double and they jump to 4 hearts and you don't know what to do. Partner could have some hearts, partner could have some whatever. Like if it goes 1 heart double, 4 hearts double, good luck figuring this out, you guys.
But at least when it goes 1 heart, 2 clubs or something like that, Four hearts. Now partner at least is in there with something if they have a fitting hand or something else to say, and they know we have.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
do you just want to
now
bid two clubs, or do you want to get a little funky here?
now that's the other thing. People are saying we have one three club bid. I think
Yeah,
you're just
too good.
infinitely too good
Yeah,
to bid three clubs. Um, I would say that's the same argument for not bidding four clubs. You're totally misdescribing your hand.
yeah,
You have enough points in your hand where you want to encourage partner to show you if they have something over there.
yeah.
And the best way to do that is a simple overcall.
Let's dance. I would love that. Would love just
We
that little
very much
nugget of
love that.
information that partner has a fit in clubs. We should have like six here, but this is a three card raise pretty much always, you would say, right? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
okay. Uh,
So
like your
honestly, it's kind of weird. You could make a slam.
I understood. What do you want to bid here? I'm not going to give this to the audience because it's such a whacked out hand. What do you want to bid?
I don't mind bidding four hearts.
Okay.
Five clubs is practical.
Four hearts is kind of like a
Um,
strong five club bid, right?
yeah, but I mean, just imagine your partner has ace third of clubs and a stiff diamond. Like
Yeah.
you're just gonna lose one spade.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
And now, oh, we get doubled.
I'm
Perfect.
happy. I
Okay.
like getting doubled on hands like this.
I would redouble really fast,
No way.
but that's
You
just
can't
me.
convince me to do that in a robot situation. And it looks like we're gonna make it if we get a
Dude,
reasonable club break.
how do you not redouble?
I don't want them pulling on
You're
us on them.
you're
Stop.
such a
Hey,
chump. They're
if
vulnerable.
if that if redouble is right, I will hang my head in shame. But there's almost 0% chance I would ever redouble with the robots in the mix. But
Oh
only
my
because I
gosh.
have to say they sometimes double like this where I think they're wrong. I mean, I guess if we get a poor club break, we're gonna go down one. But honestly, I can't do it on them. I'm sorry. If it's
All
bad,
right, let's see
I
what
do
happens.
I do love the I love it when you call me a chump, though. This is good. This is good YouTubeage. All right. So you can definitely call me names. Just, try to keep it PG for the audience.
Okay,
For sure.
so sorry. I'll
No,
rephrase.
no.
Rob is not a chump. He made a chumpy bid.
I am happy to be a chump sometimes. I'm gonna chumpify when I'm scared of the robots.
Said no one ever. No one wants to be a
Chumpify
chump.
isn't really a word. No, no, no. All right, but what we're looking at here, guys, is when they lead the king of diamonds, we just know now because of our spots, we have two diamond losers, we have no spade losers, and we are unlikely to have a club loser unless we're getting super unlucky
I
here.
mean, we could have three diamond losers, I guess.
Uh, what do you mean? Oh, you mean in this situation where they rough the opening lead? Now we're going down. Looks like.
Uh,
What's the spade situation? Well, maybe not. I don't know.
they roughed with what
The 10.
club?
They rough with the 10
Okay,
of
so
clubs.
we're not gonna rough small. We're gonna rough with the seven or whatever. We're
Yeah,
gonna rough high,
yeah. High
just
enough
in
to
case.
produce. All right, so hard heart. We're gonna draw a couple rounds and then
This is gonna be an interesting situation, actually.
yeah,
Let's play all of our trump, you
I like
guys.
it. And here's what we know. We know lefty overcalled two spades or bid two spades at some point on this
And
auction.
East didn't support.
Yep. And we know West has five diamonds to the queen jack left, right?
Right.
So if we run all of this, we might be able to just piece together, a pretty reasonable play where we can abscond with a trick here, either in spades or in diamonds at the end.
Okay, so let's play our trump.
Trump's worth three, but with the queen on side
And that's one diamond for our trouble.
and one spade,
One spade. Two
two spades,
spades.
pitching a heart,
A
hearts,
heart.
three spades. There's our diamond, pitching a heart again.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to continue?
I don't see why not.
He doesn't have a heart, right? So that is four spades there.
That's four spades. But he has six, so
So
Uh,
you're saying he's 6'5", 1'1", basically. That was his shape. Or sorry, reverse that for the majors or whatever. But
probably six. He probably has another heart. He's held on to it. Um, you kind of have to pitch a diamond, a high
yeah,
diamond, I guess.
now
And
we
oh,
just
that's two.
what happened there?
That's a spade.
Mhm. I think is that enough? Five? No, not quite.
No,
Is
we're not making this, you guys.
well,
We're
can
just
we?
probably gonna cash.
Yeah, because he just has two diamonds left. He has the ace, sorry, the queen jack of diamonds left, and we are certain he has one spade left. So redouble in your face on him.
You're still a chump.
No chumpage. Oh no, the spade was good. Oh
Oh
my
no!
God!
We have to stop
You
talking.
missed it.
I
I
thought you were
honestly,
counting.
I thought it was good on him. Honestly, I no, I didn't think it was good. I missed a spade also. Okay, we will recover from
Uh-oh.
this.
Sorry, you guys. We had another squeeze.
Yeah, we actually played that pretty well on him to actually
Yeah, we
make it.
just
We just didn't
we were
count
too so
correctly.
dis we were so distracted that
Wait,
something bad happened.
on this note, folks, just so you know, I am teaching accounting class, which I think I should enroll in as well on Thursday morning, but
Also, to reaffirm, I was right. Rob is a chump.
exactly. I got to actually gloat incorrectly on top of things on him. So this is an excellent night for me. This is great. Um, a good hand that we're looking at here is the dealer. Too good to preempt, even though this might be, after going down one on that last one, might be a good spot to do something weird. I don't think I can bring myself to do it in this spot. We might just be missing a
I would
game.
do nothing weird. Remember, stay in the boat. Forget about the last hand.
Can't believe it.
There's nothing you
I
can
am
do to change that score.
certain that's going to be bad for us, unfortunately. Are we bidding again? Let's give this one to the audience, actually. They're doing better than us already on it. One diamond, one spade, double by partner. Two spades on our right. Make your call. I'm always weirded out by hands like this on them because they're strong in a certain way, but they're not really strong. Right? So our bids are kind of weird here. At least that's how I always think of hands like this, where we have like good seven card suits, but not a ton of values.
Oh, there's Gary.
Ah, you're back, Gary. We were saying you missed the lesson for the first time ever, which was probably good up to this point, but welcome back, bud. What are you doing on this one?
What am I doing on this hand? So
Yeah.
let's address this whole five diamond bit here. That's a lot of bidding, I think.
Huge.
It's very unclear that anyone is going to make a game, so we don't want to randomly go minus. And if you bid three diamonds and your partner has some hand and you're gonna make game with it, they're not going to pass. Like, what hand can partner have where they're gonna pass three diamonds and you're just gonna make five diamonds? Let's
Right.
think about that, you guys.
There aren't any.
I mean, we have a lot of losers to contend with, even though we have a good heart holding and a good diamond holding.
Yep. Our club
Um,
holding is just bad.
yeah, it's not valid. So let's just go low. Let's bid three diamonds and see what happens.
If you had less diamonds, you would be passing in this spot pretty frequently as
Yeah,
well.
I mean the only reason I'm bidding is because we have seven diamonds,
Exactly.
and
And that
now we pass.
and that's what I was just talking about on them in general. These are weird spots because you want to be bidding again with the extra trick taking potential. It's just not as big of a hand as we're advertising.
Oh, this is not going to be great.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen worse contracts. Let's see what happens after these two tricks.
We're
Uh, we're
we
in
let me
trouble.
remind you, we just went down in a contract we should have made. So
Uh,
we
and we successfully squeezed our opponent and forgot to count
yeah.
actually. So that was
Yeah.
not the best. Um, we're just gonna pitch a diamond here. I
Yep.
suppose we could pitch a club, but uh, we're in trouble on them.
Yeah,
Three,
we're
four, five. We can cash out for down three right now. I think
and
passing two spades
so
was the winner, unfortunately. or at
We
least
have, I mean, partner might have passed three diamonds with this 10 count, to be honest. They don't have a diamond fit with us, and they have
uh,
only one spade stopper. A person
queen third.
should pass three diamonds.
Yeah, agreed.
If they had even they don't even need good diamonds really to bid. They need either an honor or length. They need to know we're
Well,
running the
that's the
diamond
problem.
suit.
The robot just took it as
Yeah,
they don't consider this hand basically. They just
exactly.
take it as like, oh, that's 16 to whatever, and
So
um,
in real life, you guys, if you had the north hand, it's more than valid to just pass three diamonds because of two reasons. You know your partner might be stretching, and you're literally not going to take nine tricks unless partner has solid diamonds
yeah,
because you only have one spade stopper and you have four bad hearts. Like, even though you have a 10 count, just imagine where your tricks are coming from always.
and just also imagine or understand that this is a misfit, right? Misfits usually are going not
Right.
going to play terribly well, or
Now,
usually
this
lose.
is going to be significantly different if, let's say, you had two spade stoppers. Let's say you had King Jack 10 or Ace Queen third. Now you can afford to lose one diamond and still potentially take nine tricks.
Yeah, you have time to develop your
Um,
suits.
Now
Well,
that
it's
being said, of course, if we had Queen in a club, we were still in better shape than
for sure.
this.
Or if partner has
So
queen small of diamonds, right?
yeah,
Same, something like that. I I mean, I guess we're gonna lose a few more spades and a couple of hearts at least. Do we want to maybe try to set up diamonds? I mean, it's not really, now we're not going to be able to take clubs. We have to kind of choose our poison here, I guess. Like,
so I think it's probably okay to play diamonds. Obviously, if West has something like Honor Jack of Hearts, we're in a bit of trouble
for
because then they're
sure.
gonna get an extra trick. But we're already in a bad
I
spot,
mean,
so
like I said, we could cash out for down three at this point, or we could just mine for extras here.
let's just hope we go down to.
Oh, my diamonds are breaking at least. Pitching a club, pitching a heart.
That's our no, that's our entry. We have to pitch our good diamonds.
Our entry to our good diamonds. All right, three. We're chopping tricks here as well. What do you want to do?
Yeah. I think we
Did they pitch clubs on
win.
our right at all? Yeah. We can win in our hand and play a heart
It's
towards the dummy at some point after pitching diamonds.
that's kind of what we have to do, I
All right.
guess.
There's our possible seventh trick. Let's see. Nice even division there. Let's dance.
I'm not sure why we set up the long club.
I understand. Okay.
Down three is down three.
Yeah, we'll see what happened on that one. So two rough ones, but here we have 18. I'm okay opening this a diamond on them just to kind of buy a good lead. This is usually pretty plus EV against the robots, kind of flopping
I
the
would open
minors.
two no trump.
With only 18? Nah.
I
Well,
mean,
in
so
in
here's my
this realm, you
thinking,
mean?
you guys. Um, you have the best hand at the table. Partner's not going to try and bid a slam. If you open two no, they're past hand, and we're right siding all of the contracts. We protect the king jack of diamonds. Now look what happens.
Hmm.
Partner bid a spade. We have to bid freaking four
I mean,
spades. Like okay,
we could still bid 2-0 here if we want.
no, we can't. Don't no. We have four spades. We're bidding some number of spades. It's
All right,
between three and four.
let's bid four.
I actually don't mind three
Well, I think we're behind.
because
That's the only reason why I
you
don't want to
me
miss a game.
partner have a pretty good hand.
Me okay on them?
Yeah. Okay.
3-7 count. Um, I would I would guess this is the same auction we saw, but we can see problems already, right? The ace of hearts looks like it's wrong for us. We're gonna have just a tad of trouble in the spade suit as well, so this is not the greatest. I wish I had bid three spades now, but
I said I don't mind three spades, but we might have just played three no if we opened two no.
agreed. Yeah, it would have gone 2-0, 3-0. How are we doing in that contract? Not very good either, right?
It looks like we
One,
would
two, three, four.
take
I
two
guess we could
heart
do okay.
tricks, and yeah, we would do fine, I think. So
So we really
let's
have
win
to
this
make this.
queen, and on the surface, it seems like we can play a diamond and to hopefully pitch a heart, but I think we need to take our entry to north and take a spade finesse.
I
It's
see.
either going to lose and create another entry, or it's going to win. We're still in the north end.
There's our entry. There's their diamond work. We'll take this, but the heart's coming through now.
Yeah, heart's coming through for sure.
Ooh, winner, winner.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Let's take a second. We probably want to win this,
In the south hand?
cash a diamond, and lead a spade towards the north hand.
No, I think cash the high spade, cash the diamond, cross and spades, pitch a heart.
That's what I meant, right? Ace of
Yeah.
spades. Yeah, we're saying the same stuff. All right. Now we're playing for down one.
Well, what can we do? I guess maybe, yeah, there's no way to really make this. Let's
Yeah,
just
that's okay.
cash out.
I mean, unless they want to provide us with, it doesn't matter. We have no pitch that can help us.
Yeah, no pitch that can help.
It's getting late. All right, there we go. Boom, boom. All right, here comes the result. I think it's just going to come down to one board, really, board 6. Everything
Two.
else seemed normal. Board 2 was something as well?
No, I meant 2 boards.
2 boards, yeah. Yeah, board 6 and 7.
Like this,
Maybe
this
this
could
last one.
very well be a loss if they
There
played
it
3
is.
no. 3 spades.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
he just made it. He redoubled us.
And he redoubled.
Oh my goodness. I wish he was in the chat to see that one on him. I'm gonna have to give him a shout after this. But he did redouble. Let's look at the let's take a peek at the actual results so we can see the other table.
So there you have it,
That
folks.
is so funny.
Johnny heard
Rob's a
redouble.
chump.
Rob's a chump.
Rob is a chump. You heard it here live out of his own mouth.
I mean, how do we go from making a slam try to not redoubling game?
All right,
Please
okay.
explain.
All right, so this is our hand where honestly, Anam misplayed this one. Let's just be honest, guys. The pro should definitely be. You notice
What I need to do is
I like to call you the pro when you make a mistake, but
I need to just like not talk to you at all so I can focus
you have
on
to
the
let me
actual
focus.
hands.
Exactly right on. So here's Johnny. Didn't I mean I don't know if he hesitated, but he definitely rewound it. Looks like he had the same auction on him. He bid
No,
four.
he
Oh, sorry.
bid 3 spades to see if partner could bid 3 no trump and have wasted heart value.
Yeah.
If partner has wasted heart value, then slam is not in the game.
And that's kind of
I guess that's probably a little bit better with robots.
Yeah.
With a person though, 4 hearts is the correct bid because no one with a pulse over 4 hearts would just bid 5 clubs with like a working ace and a side singleton and all this other stuff.
Sure, yeah. And he signed off, but then it went pass double, and he just rewound it, just like you called me a chump for not doing. So maybe next time, next time we will definitely redouble, but also just hold me up, just say whoa, Rob, don't make a call yet.
Your fingers work faster than my speech.
Okay. All right,
I don't know how to fix that part.
We need to figure out some sort of built-in lag for this. This was another good challenge. Looks like the only other board that was kind of a minor swing was I think he let them play spades, or sorry,
he might have just bid 4
competed
hearts.
to 4 hearts. Yeah, he jumped to 4 hearts over the 2 spade bid.
So let it be known, you guys, over 4 hearts, West should 100% without fail bid 4 spades. You have no defense to 4 hearts. You're favorable. What are you worried about?
Exactly.
You have 9 spades
ace,
between
king,
you.
Fit the spades, which might not take any tricks.
And your opponents are bidding vulnerable. Give them good hearts. Your partner has 11 high card points outside of hearts, usually.
Exactly.
Like these robots, man, forget about them. But
and
for sure,
they're gonna rip it too. They're gonna run it. right? They're gonna make four spades on this.
I don't think Hurd would double four spades. Like he gambled to bid four hearts.
Yeah, yeah, he would
And if they
probably
bid
be out
four
of this one.
spades and it went pass, you're just gonna sit it out.
And now we go plus on that one. And honestly, guys, it was certainly my fault. I think I had the right count on the spade suit at some point on him, and I just biffed it at the end, to be honest. So next time we'll get this one. And
We were still gonna
it
lose
was
because we forgot to redouble.
well, and also let's look at the last. He had the same result that looks like on board number
Yeah.
7.
I mean, there's
Yeah,
no way
same
he didn't
exact thing.
bid three
He bid three
diamonds,
diamonds and
so
they ripped into 3-0. And here he let discretion be maybe slightly the better part of value.
yeah.
He only bid 3 spades, and I get that here. I think our bid of 4 spades was, especially because I was the one that clipped it off there, was just based on the idea that we both assumed we were behind on board 6. Right,
Also,
so this
maybe
was a
don't do
chance
this
for
at
us.
home, you guys, but for sure, I would have opened the South Hand 2-no trump. You right side all of the contracts.
So let's just say no chance, guys. Let's just nip that in the bud unless you have a 5 card suit. I'm okay doing it with a 5 card suit with a solid 18, definitely with a 6 card suit,
I mean,
but not a balanced 18.
when your partner's a passed hand, you have so many
You
liberties, you
have,
guys. You have no
have you
idea.
have you played any of the robot like race and robot rewards? Because that's the only version that is a 2-no trump opener in my opinion. Right? I have to have a 5 card suit. Unless if I have a solid
If we were
19, I'm in.
at a table, I would open 2-no.
I would
Un-
not get into the chumpy type bid that 2-no would
or
be with 18.
I even feel like maybe 1-no trump is a better bid than one
I
club,
mean,
just to right
I
side the
almost hate that
contract. I
as
don't
I
know.
hate that as much as
You
it's
have to
maybe
grab no
more. I
trump
don't know.
sometimes. Come on.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm a egregious line stepper when it comes to like overbidding my 2-nos, especially in robot situations. But this is one that I'm just out of, especially with the diamond position, right? I want 18 working points with a source of tricks. I don't know. I just hate it.
Then I would downgrade and open 1-no for sure.
Well, we'll try to do better the next week. Honestly, this was a 2 board swing, and the last board probably would have been the same if we'd gone plus 800, and we got to redouble that one. So here, yeah, super close. I think he'll get a kick out of the fact that you called me a chump for not redoubling, which he clearly did. So that's the bit of the day on him, and I'll try to make it up to you next week. I promise.
Well, don't make promises you can't keep.
I said I'll try. I can
You'll
only
try.
try my
Okay.
best.
You gave
Well,
me the fake promise, but we'll see. We'll see.
exactly.
No
Those are the best
guarantees.
ones. Well, thank you
I
so
don't need
much.
any real life in this discussion here. There we
That's
can
right.
have guarantees in bridge. Come on.
I can definitely guarantee that I will be a chump at least 1 or 2 more times in this run of this tournament. All
Fair enough.
right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. Anam, this was just hilarious, a bit of fun for us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had some good bridge. Rob made a couple of misclicks and was a chump for not redoubling, and we're both chumps for not making that game. So,
Well, thanks for coming, you guys. And remember, if you have any questions, shoot us emails,
yep.
ask, whatever you want.
And Anam's email, if you ever want to play a professional event with Anam, which is honestly one of the best things you could do to improve your game, it is turnacardwme@gmail.com. And that is right in the comments below on the YouTube video as well. So Anam, thanks a lot. I'll see you next Tuesday. And
Next
for those of
Tuesday.
you guys out there, I'll see you tomorrow morning for our match point version of this and Saturday for the duplicate game. So thanks a
You
lot,
guys
guys.
have to warn Gavin that, we have a click monster over here.
If anyone knows, that man knows of my clicking, issues. But I'm the only one that is under the massive amount of pressure of having to hold this mouse. So, I'll do the best I can with it.
Yeah, I don't even own a mouse anymore.
Let's see. And you want to be the mouse controller. My goodness. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
Bye, guys.